So today we're going to be doing quadratic formula. So let's get started with the actual quadratic formula, which is going to be negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared minus 4ac, and all of that is going to be over 2a. So now one important thing I want you guys to remember is when we're doing quadratic formula, you want to make sure that your equation is in standard form first. So just in case you guys forgot, standard form is going to be ax squared plus bx plus c equals 0. So let's take the following equation. So let's say we have x squared minus 2x minus 48 equals 0. Okay, so one thing that I like to do that makes it easier for me is I like to go through the equation and find my A, B, and C numbers and write those down before I plug them into the formula. So let's do that first. So since this x squared doesn't have a number in front of it, it's going to be automatically a 1. So this 1 is going to be A. Negative 2x, negative 2 is going to be B. And negative 48 is going to be my C. So we're just going to write those down on the side. A equals 1, B equals negative 2, C equals negative 48. Okay, great. So now that we know our A, B, and C, we're going to take those numbers and we're going to plug it into the formula. So we're going to have a negative, and B is negative 2, so we're going to put that in parentheses, and we'll work with that. So then we have plus or minus, and then square root, we're going to have negative 2 squared minus 4 times 1, which is A, times negative 48, which is C. And all of that is going to be over 2 times A, which is 1. Okay, so now we're going to work the top part first. Negative and then a negative 2. So this is actually going to be a 1 here. Negative 1 times negative 2 is going to be a positive 2. Plus or minus square root. Negative 2 squared is going to be a positive 4. Negative 4 times 1 is negative 4 times negative 48 is going to be a positive 192. And then we're going to have 4 plus 192 equals 196. And all of that is going to be over 2 times 1, which is 2. Next, let's get rid of this square root. So we're going to have 2 plus or minus the square root of 196 is 14. And all of that is going to be over 2. So let's move this over to our second page to have more room. So we ended with 2 plus or minus 14 over 2. Now, what I want you guys to remember is when we're doing quadratic formula, we are always going to have two answers. So let's break this down into two parts. We'll have 2 plus 14 over 2, and then 2 minus 14 over 2. So let's do the first one. 2 plus 14 over 2. 2 plus 14 is 16 over 2 equals 8. And then the second part, 2 minus 14 over 2. 2 minus 14 is negative 12 over 2. Negative 12 divided by 2 is negative 6. So our answer to this problem is going to be negative 6 and 8.